Are you considering adoption or surrogacy to grow your family? It can be a tough decision with both options requiring a significant investment. But don't worry, we're here to help. In this video, we'll go over the differences between adoption and surrogacy, including a cost breakdown of each, and provide you with helpful tips to make your decision-making process a little easier. So whether you're leaning towards adoption or surrogacy, keep watching to learn more. One important factor to consider is the waiting time involved in the process. On average, the surrogacy process can take anywhere from 1 to 2 years, but MyMedGlobal has an average of 10 to 15 months. There is a matching process, where the intended parents and the surrogate are paired based on compatibility and preferences. Once the match is made, it may take several rounds of embryo transfers for the surrogate to become pregnant, adding to the waiting time. The average wait time for private adoption is also about 1 year, while state adoption can take from 6 months to several years. However, the waiting period can vary greatly for each family. Some families may be chosen by a prospective birth mother within days of starting the adoption process, while others may wait for several years. The wait time can also depend on factors such as the birth mother's stage of pregnancy, her adoption plan, and whether the adoption is disrupted or not. It's important to weigh the options and consider what timeline works best for you and your family. Whether you choose surrogacy or adoption, the waiting period can be longer, but the end result is worth the wait. When it comes to building a family, the question of genetics can be a big one. For some, having a child who looks and acts like them is important, while for others, it's less of a concern. With surrogacy, both intended parents can be biological parents, while for others, a donor may be an option. In adoption, your child's traits are determined by chance, but that doesn't affect the bond you share. It's common for adoptive parents to worry about loving a child who is not biologically related, but you'll find that you'll love your children just the same, regardless of how they came into your family. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide what's important to you and what works for your family. When it comes to surrogacy and adoption, the relationships with the woman involved and the pregnancy experience are two important factors to consider. In surrogacy, intended parents have control over the level of contact and involvement before, during, and after the process, and can attend appointments and be present for the birth of their child. On the other hand, in adoption, the birth mother has the primary role during pregnancy and labor, and the adoptive parents typically have little or no involvement in the process. The pregnancy experience will depend on the unique circumstances of each case and the preferences of the individuals involved. It's important to consider your own comfort level and what kind of experience you hope to have as a prospective parent. When considering surrogacy or adoption, it's important to assess your ability to handle unknowns and uncertainties. Surrogacy offers more control over the process and more legal rights for intended parents. But there can still be unknowns, such as the response to fertility medications and the viability of embryos. In adoption, the process is primarily controlled by the birth mother, and her decisions can impact the journey. There may be concerns around lack of prenatal care and uncertainty around the timing and outcome of the process. It's worth noting that birth parents may have the right to revoke their consent to the adoption within a certain timeframe. In New York, for example, a birth mother will have up to 30 days to revoke the parental custody abolishment paperwork to regain custody of their child. Regardless of the path taken, parenting involves a degree of unpredictability. It's important to be open to the journey and consider your ability to handle the unknowns. Cost is a significant factor to consider when it comes to growing your family through adoption or surrogacy. While both options require an investment, the costs can vary greatly. Surrogacy can cost anywhere from $85,000 to $150,000 or more in the United States or Canada. However, international surrogacy agencies such as MyMedGlobal offer a guarantee program with an average cost of $6,000 to $5,000, making surrogacy more affordable for those considering this option. On the other hand, private domestic adoption can have a variable cost with an average of $50,000 to $70,000. However, costs can still add up quickly, including legal expenses. The cost of state adoption can vary from state to state. It's worth noting that financing options are available for both adoption and surrogacy, with additional grants and tax credits for both. Deciding to start a family through surrogacy or adoption is a deeply personal decision. Both options offer unique challenges and uncertainties, but also the incredible reward of bringing a child into your family. At MyMedGlobal, we believe that every journey to parenthood should be supported with care and empathy. Our international surrogacy program offers a more affordable option for those considering surrogacy with a guarantee program that covers the costs of any unsuccessful attempts. Our team of experts will guide you through the entire process, from the initial consultation to matching you with a pre-screened surrogate and providing support through the pregnancy and birth of your child. We're committed to providing a safe, ethical, and legal surrogacy experience for intended parents. If you're interested in learning more about our surrogacy program, please visit our website or contact us directly. We're here to support you on your journey to parenthood.